Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today One Piece chapter number 990, A Lone Force. Well, 990, man. We're 10 chapters for 1,000, well, I'm, I'm excited. Look, of course, I'm not having too much hopes. Like, I'm not gonna think like, yo, like the end of Marineford War is gonna happen here. Like, no, of course not. I'm kind of excited. Like for something exciting to happen. Maybe not the best thing ever, but yeah, something really exciting. Maybe in Wano, maybe out of Wano, but yeah. Well, anyways, there's still 10 chapters to go. Well, so yeah, let's begin the review of chapter 990. Yeah, well, of course, we start with the cover page, everyone's favorite cover page, Gang Beats Oh My Family. And yeah, it's volume 34. And yeah, I guess Lola and Chiffon finally realized that this dude, you know, he is their father because yeah, actually Big Mom used to tell them that their father was really stubborn and you know he you know he gets up no matter how many times he's knocked down. And well, I guess Big Mom helped them a bit and yeah, well, they realized like well, this dude is our father. And I mean, look, last time I made fun of him, like, you know, this dude has like the lowest self-esteem ever. But look, he is determined, right? Like, he has that respect, like, well, and yeah, I guess finally he got to his daughters, and I guess that is kind of what he deserves. So yeah, well, I am actually happy for him, man. Really, I am. Yeah, really. And well, anyways, let's get into the chapter. So, well, one thing which is like not in the plot, but something I noticed, right? Like at the beginning of the chapter, we see Onigashima from the outside, right? And yeah, well, I don't know if they showed the exact pic even before this, but yeah, now we can actually see the big ass katana in front of Onigashima. And yeah, I mean, previously, like, people were saying maybe this katana was wielded by the skull, whoever's the skull is, like, yeah, maybe the katana was wielded by him. But I mean, at least from this pic, it kinda looks a bit small. Like, yeah, if the skull dude, if he's like in the full view, the katana, I don't think is like his size. Maybe it's a bit small, but I don't know. Maybe the view is kind of weird, and the scaling, they didn't think about the scaling that much. But yeah, well, anyways, that was something minor that I noticed. But yeah, well, anyways, yeah. So we hear a scream like Kyoshiro. And well, who is it? Of course, it's Sasaki. And he's like, man, I can't believe this bastard Kyoshiro. Man, I thought he was one of my closest friends. And well, this is really sad. you know he betrayed me. And it is it is it is really sad being betrayed by the one you trust the most. I mean, not kind of the most, but yeah, he was like, he's one of my closest friends. And he's like, chugging some alcohol. He's like, yo, man, this is sad. But yeah, i'm gonna you know I'm gonna make him pay for this, like, for betraying me, for, making me trust him and then betraying me. Like, that is really bad. And yeah, I don't care about Wano's history, but yeah, like, yeah, this cannot be tolerated. But yeah, anyway, how actually Sasaki got freed? Yeah, remember the Elbaf sphere that Big Mom did, which went through the skull? Yeah, well, it actually wiped out the tree where Sasaki was chained, and yeah, so he's finally free. So well, now Sasaki is out for blood for Denjiro, and yeah, I mean, we might see Denjiro versus Sasaki at the end of the arc. I mean, not at the end, but yeah, like one of the final fights might be like Denjiro versus Sasaki. Yeah, and yeah, well, Sasaki actually asks his men like, "Yo, what's the sound? Like, what's the noise out there?" And yeah, his minions are like, "Well, actually, Kaido is he's up there and he's actually fighting the alliance." And well, we actually cut to the alliance war and alliance war. Yeah, we cut to the fight, and yeah, well, well, funnily, Kaido is just he's just there in his dragon form. He's just he's just standing there, and yeah, the same with Scabbards, right? They are also just standing there. They're these two aren't doing anything. The only people fighting are the the Sulong Minks, and of course the gifters, and the one of the numbers, I think number 9 was here. Yeah, that dude, the gifters and Jack are fighting the Sulong Minks. And yeah, well, the Sulong Minks are actually dominating these gifters. And yeah, well, that wasn't a surprise, right? Like of course nobody thought that these gifters would fight equally with these Sulong Minks. Like regular Minks, fine, but Sulong, yeah, they were strong. But the one thing I'm actually happy to see, which a lot of the people were like, they were kind of saying the opposite, is like Jack is dominating them. Like like pe- people were I mean, not a lot of people, but some people they were like, well, man, the Sulong Mings, they're super strong, man. Jack is gonna get throttled. Like, dude, I mean, look, yes, the Sulong is super strong, but Jack, man, he's Jack. Like, yes, he took all the L's all this time, but those were all against like super strong enemy. Like, it wasn't just something like minor. He didn't get cut down by, I don't know who, Momonosuke or something. Like, no, man, he's super strong. And yeah, I mean, it actually looks like how Whitebeard did. Like, he has this swords piercing him. Like he has some minor wounds, but of course he is actually dominating these minks. And yeah, it is dope. And by the way, he is in his animal form, not even the hybrid. So yeah, I mean, yeah, he just washed the minks. And yeah, because he basically washed the minks, Kinemon was like, oh, this dude is strong, I guess I need to go fight him. But yeah, well, who actually stops Kinemon? Well, of course, as we all predicted, right? Like, I don't think anybody was saying like this fight wasn't gonna happen. Like, I think everybody in the community predicted this fight. And well, here we go. And of course, Neko and Ino in their Sulong forms. And yeah, of course, of course, it is their silhouettes and not the actual forms. But yeah, of course. And yeah, well, at least Neko's silhouette, it just looks like regular Neko with just kind of flowing fur. But yeah, Eno actually looks kind of menacing, like I mean, even more menacing than his regular form. Like Neko kind of looks similar, at least his silhouette, right? I mean, yeah, man, damn. He doesn't look like a dog now. He looks like some wolf or something, like some werewolf and shit. Like, but anyway, so yeah, they actually start the fight, like Jack versus Neko and Sulong, and yeah, well, let's see what let's see what's gonna happen there. Like, yeah, well, anyways, of course, we cut from there. Like, yeah, now we get to the inside of the dome, and yeah, of course, Queen is like, yo, wait a minute. That dude is Hyogoro, man. That dude is Hyogoro of the flowers. Those are all the prisoners of Udon. Like, what the hell is going on, man? Like, everybody is here from Udon. And, King is like, man, at this point, I've already put my expectations so low for you that, it it is actually hard for me to get mad when you fail. And Queen is like, yo, dude, you're going too far. That I wasn't that bad. Like, Baba Nuki said there were no problems. Like, was he held hostage at gunpoint or something? Like, what is going on? And well, King is like, yeah, whatever, dude, like, whatever. And he starts calling the Flying Six, and yeah, well, now we actually cut to Drake, and Drake here is actually with Hawkins, and Drake is like, he's like, well, man, the Onigashima is in chaos, and well, you obviously were were made to join this this crew by force. Like, it wasn't by your own will. So if by any chance you want to rebel, well, I guess this might be the good chance you might get in, like, forever. Like, this might be really a good chance. So and Drake, god damn, dude, he's trying his, like, man, Hawkins, maybe maybe you could go against Kaido. And of course, Hawkins is he's even more sly than Drake. He's like, well, man, of course you're not gonna allow me to do that. I mean, you're gonna capture me if I rebel. Of course, I'm not gonna do that. And well, Drake is like, oh man, this guy isn't taking the hint, man. Damn. And well, of course, Drake is like, well, anyways, what are you predicting there with your cards? And Hawkins is like, well, you know that man, his rate of survival is only 1%. Like, until tomorrow, his rate of survival is just 1%. And even Drake is like, whoa, 1%, damn. I feel bad for him. And well, of course, we don't know who they're talking about, but I'm not sure if even Hawkins is telling Drake. Like, I mean, it's not clear. Like, maybe he told Drake, and Drake understood who that is. But at least from our perspective, there might be a case where Hawkins actually didn't tell Drake, about the the guy, the man whose survival rate is just 1%. And well, you know if Hawkins didn't tell Drake, then it could actually be even Drake himself. And god damn, man, that would be funny, right? That would really be funny. Well, yeah, anyways. So all the Tobiropo pick up the call, right, from King, and yeah, King is like, well, guys, we have a raid on our hand. Like, there are 5,000 enemies against our 30,000 force. So yeah, you could say this is the greatest failure since Onigashima was found, and yeah, well, we gotta defend our honor. So yeah, this contest of finding Yamato and getting their fight against the all stars, the calamities, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, forget about Yamato for now. Just fight these intruders, and yeah, there's another yeah, job for us, and that is, of course, Kaido himself is fighting on the top of the dome, and yeah, there's these intruders who wanted to actually climb on the top, and yeah, well, your goal is to stop them, and yeah, well, we see, of course, we see Sasaki, Drake, Black Maria. They're getting this announcement from King, and yeah, we even see like you know yeah, we see Ulti is like, hey Pepe, Yamato actually climbed the wall and got away, but I was actually waiting for you to piggyback me and follow Yamato, but of course, page one is like, nah, dude, in your dreams, I'm not gonna do that. Do it yourself. And of course, King is like, shut up, you brats, you idiots. Like, you guys are always bickering, you stupid idiots. And Ulte is like, yo, who are you calling brats? Yeah, some back and forth between these people. It's always nice. I mean, let's just say better than what we got from the Big Mom Pirates, but well, I mean, obviously this crew is built upon strength, and that is just family. So yeah, you can't blame them too much, but yeah, I mean, Kaido's crew is you know many times interesting than the Big Mom Pirates. Well, yeah, well, anyways, so yeah, who's who here is like, yo, Drake, you know, uh, things are going according to my plan, everything is in chaos, so maybe you gotta help me out with something, and Drake is like, yo, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, I want to kill Queen. And Drake is like, yo, don't drag me into your feud. Like, are you weakening your forces? Like, what are you doing? You're gonna weaken our forces, and the intruders are gonna have an advantage because of the infighting. Like, dude, let's not do that. And well, he follows him anyways. Like, dude, like, what the hell, dude? Well, yeah, anyways, we cut to the live floor, where of course the two numbers now are you know facing the straw hats themselves, and yeah, the samurai, right, the samurai dudes from Udon, they're fighting this Oniwa Banshu and stuff, and what we see is Fukurokuju is like he sighs, he's like, man, and yeah, he actually leaves. Like, even the, I think his name is Hote, right, the Mimo Aragumi's leader, even he notices, like, yo, where is this dude going? And yeah, I don't know where he's going, but Yeah, well, that is something minor, I guess. But who knows? Maybe he's gonna do something we haven't predicted. Like I don't know. Let's see. But well, anyways, these samurai are like they're poking the the feet of these numbers, and they look so small in front of these people. Like god damn. And still the samurai are like, honorary straw hats, please, you know save your energy for the big dogs, and let us take care of these people. And of course they're still struggling, right? They're trying to do their best, but of course they're struggling. But yeah, suddenly the number 5 dude, like the number 5, yeah, he has a mace, right? And he swings his mace like he's gonna crush the samurai. And of course Zoro comes in and cuts the mace in half, like the yeah, the and of course Luffy is like, yo guys, don't overdo it, uh, and yeah, even Jinbei is like, the part where Zoro actually cut the mace, like that part was actually falling, right? And Jinbei just catches it with one arm, and he's like, yo, watch yourself, samurai, like that is actually dangerous. And Luffy is like, hey guys, you know this monster, yeah, if we were the same as when we fought Ors, someone as big as this, it would have taken all of us together, like, of course, what happened with Ors. But well, this time it's actually different, and Luffy is like, gear forth, and you know, Hyogoro is like, uh, whoa, I see this form again. It's exactly like the Wisdom King. And yeah, the Wisdom King. Like it's kind of Buddhist deity. Like yeah, one of the Buddhist deity, man. Whatever. Like yeah, that dude. Like basically, his godly form just looks like Luffy's care for. And yeah, of course we know that. And well, yeah, people are like, yo, Master Straw Hat, there's another giant. And of course Luffy doesn't give a shit about that. And yeah, he's like, Gomu Gomu no. And yeah, well, now we actually cut to Drake. And well, Drake is actually being beaten down by Queen and like who's who. And yeah, Drake is like, yo guys, what the hell is going on? And Queen is like, yo, dude, first of all, I'm the one who should be asking what the hell is going on, not you. Because yeah, and Hawkins is, yeah, Hawkins actually is like, well, at the Flower Capital, you were the only one who could have helped Trafalgar Law. So yeah, nobody other than you could have done that. And Hawkins, man, god damn. And Drake is like, well, man, now I understand that the one you guys want to kill is actually me. And Queen is like, you piece of trash, of course it is you. It's shameful to think you made this high up. And Drake is actually, oh god damn, man, what should I do here? These people will know. And he's like, well, I'm not gonna give you any information because, well, you're gonna kill me anyway. So yeah, you know I'm not gonna give you anything. And Queen is like, well, yeah, well, now you're acting tough, but yeah, once you're in the torture chamber with me, you're gonna get fucked. And well, you know but yeah, Drake suddenly like attacks the floor. And he basically jumps down, and who's who is like, oh, that bastard Drake is getting away. And yeah, well, where is he jumping down to? Well, exactly onto Gookie, the I think the number 10 giant or whatever, man. One of the numbers, like, yeah, he attacks one of the numbers with Excalibur, and at the same time, Luffy attacks the other number, the number 5, with, of course, Kong Gun, and they just basically one shot these two numbers. And yeah, I mean, look, it's not that surprising considering Frankie one shotted these people, like, so of course these people one shotted them. And yeah, Drake is like, well, dude, I don't know what to do. So he actually remembers only one thing, right? He's thinking like, what to do. Should I go to the Marines? Well, I still have a mission, and I actually can't just show up at the Marines and I'm like, yeah, I got caught. Like, no, I can't do that. So yeah, what to do? Well, then he remembers one thing, like Kobe was actually saying, Luffy is absolutely incredible, he's awesome. And he's like, well, dude, Kobe liked him a lot, so maybe I should try. And people people notice Drake. They're like, wow, he's one of the Flying Six. Why is he attacking his own people? And yeah, Drake is like, yo, Straw Hat Luffy, I have my reasons, but I'm a lone force here. I'm not with the Kaido faction anymore. I'm not with the Beast Pirates. So please, fight along with me. Like, I want to fight on your side. Please, please, dude. And Luffy is like, huh? What is this? Like, people keep popping out of nowhere. Like, first it was Kyoshiro, now, then suddenly Yamato came in, like, yo, I'm your friend. And now Drake, like, what is happening? People just keep coming to help them. It is funny. Well, anyways, man, that is the chapter, right? So yeah, it is exciting. So finally, Drake is here, and I'm not sure like what the deal with Hawkins is. And again, that that 1%, who is that, like, whose survival rate is so bad that it's only 1%. I mean, I think it's like, it's I mean, it's Law, not Luffy. I think so, because Luffy, like, Hawkins already predicted Luffy and Zoro's survival rate, like, it was 19%. So I don't know if anything changed here for Luffy and Zoro. So yeah, I think that 1%, it could be Law, but again, it could also be Drake, like, considering what happened. But yeah, anyways, man, that is the chapter. And well, you know break next week. And god damn, man, well, we can't do anything about the breaks. But yeah, well, anyways, man, that is the chapter. And yeah, if you think the video is good, then, well, like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll discuss in the chat. And yeah, well, anyways, as always, until next time, peace.